Q98.5 Omaha's modern hit music with Pat and JT in the morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Nice day. Pretty morning, actually, too. We were in the 50s this morning. Going to be near 90 later on this afternoon. The weekend shaping up. It's looking like mild temperatures. May see some rain tomorrow morning.
Email us, Pat and JT at Q985FM.com. We will try to squeeze in a Feed Your Appetite at 9:10 if we can. We didn't do it yesterday, but if we can do it, we'll grab one today.
Got the box officer coming in tomorrow. He's in every Friday and talking about the latest things that are going on in theaters in the Omaha area and the new movies that you need to see. And kind of gave us a heads up on a movie that's going to be showing at Rave, and actually showing in 4 cities, and it's only through Rave, right? So it's called The Darkening. Here's a little bit of it.
Look around you.
His nightmares are getting worse.
What if we're on the verge of ending these nightmares? Look behind you.
I'm telling you that the monster that killed my sister has come to Fairview.
Evil
He's coming for you.
has come home.
The Darkening, rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent. Opens Friday exclusively at Rave, West Roads 14. Visit thedarkeningmovie.com.
Which I am doing right now, visiting thedarkeningmovie.com. And even better yet, we're going to talk to the director.
Hi, JackYoung is on the phone with us. Hi, Jack. How are you?
Pretty good. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Thanks for coming on the show.
I'm sorry to say we don't have an elevator.
That would be the only thing that would just put it over the top for me.
She would need to get a Xanax if you got an elevator in this movie.
Do I have time to go back and reshoot that? Or?
You bet.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, you don't open until this weekend.
Yeah. So tell them about the movie. Give us a synopsis on The Darkening. It sounds great. I love horror flicks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of a retro. It's kind of like an 80s horror film. We wanted something that was more like Alfred Hitchcock, dark and mysterious and a thriller rather than your typical slasher film. But it's a story about a guy who comes home after 20 years. He's been in therapy. He's got real psychological problems. And he comes back to his old hometown to close down this house where he saw his mother murdered. And when he comes back into town, all these things start happening, all these bodies start showing up, and, of course, he becomes the prime suspect. And so it's a race for him to figure out what's going on with Darkening in this film. And, of course, it's got an ending to just twist everything around, so it's worth the wait. Everything
I've read about talks about the ending, too, that it surprised them. They thought they had it figured out. They were wrong.
Yeah, you can't guess it. It's just not going to happen. And I like those endings where you get to the end, but it makes sense. It makes sense of everything you've watched. Mm-hmm. So it's not that we just go out in left field somewhere on you. So.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
I like the info on this, too, is that when you guys did the filming on this, you did this in Illinois.
Yeah, we shot it in Illinois, Freeport and Rockford, Illinois.
And you found a haunted house?
Yeah, we actually shot in a haunted house. And, it's very strange. I'm in the living room by myself. I'm looking at the script, and the fireplace just comes on. And I'm like, okay. If I wasn't shooting here, I think I'd leave.
What was the story behind this house? Do you have any details on what was going on there?
Yeah, it's in Hague Village in Rockford, and it's a haunted community. And it's in a book called, I think, The Ghost Whispers. And there's a girl that haunts that house. And the owner was telling us, if you see a little girl upstairs, don't be too shocked because she haunts that house. And
somebody ever says that to me, I don't care if I've just spent thousands of dollars scouting for a film. I'm out.
You're done.
That's scary.
That's something else. And now is there the audio too? Somebody had mentioned something about there's a laugh that shows up somewhere that shouldn't be there.
Yeah, in one scene we have a mysterious laugh. I have no idea where it comes from. It's very weird. It's like, it's creepy. So a lot of little things creeped into this movie, but kind of weird. So
talking to JackYoung from Young Films, that's happened a few times in the history of film. We talked about, ironically enough, we've never mentioned the movie 3 Men and a Baby ever on the show. We just did about 10 minutes ago, and then again, I will in 4 seconds, because there was that scene in then I think it was Tom Selleck or one of the guys did this long walk through this room, and there was this figure of a boy behind the curtain. Remember that whole thing came out?
Yes.
Who knows if that was debunked or not, but there was Love Roller Coaster, I think, the original version of Love Roller Coaster. There supposedly was somebody was killed in the next room when that was being recorded about 30 years ago. You could hear the scream.
Yeah.
A lot of this stuff has happened in film, though.
Yeah, it's pretty strange.
There have been a few. That's something. Well, that's just kind of like getting the, I don't know, the horror holy grail. I don't know what you call it. But yay, we got a haunted house.
Yeah.
Yay.
Awesome.
Talk about picking the music for a movie like this. You know, the music plays such an important part of building suspense in movies like this. Is that something where you shoot the film and then you go back and you listen to music while you're watching a dry version of the movie, or do you already have something in mind when you're shooting a scene?
Well, yeah. Normally I wait till I get to the end of it. I'm looking at scenes. I'm looking for the cues. You know, what am I going to do to bring the audience along? And I did the arrangement and using libraries and different things like that. We had a composer came on and did a special piece for us called the Darkening theme, and that's in the soundtrack as well. But you're really trying to hit the cues to bring the audience along.
Wow.
You know, for the emotion. So it took me quite a while to get it right. Hopefully, you know, I got the numbers right on it, so it works.
And I got to ask, are you originally from Omaha?
Yeah, I live in Omaha.
I was going to say, because we know you've got offices in Illinois and in Nebraska both.
Yeah, my family lives in Illinois,
okay,
and they're part of my film company. So the film was shot by our family.
That's the way to do it. Keep your costs down.
Seriously.
So it was kind of an experiment. Can we do this and survive? You know, the ordeal.
Does family work cheaper?
Well, I don't know if you work cheaper. I mean, it's a low-budget film, but we've been in love with this idea of the family getting together and making movies. It's just, we have a lot of fun.
That's a great idea. You've been doing this for a while, though.
Yeah, 20 years. I've been a screenwriter. I'm a screenwriter, and this is my first directing job, first time I directed.
Wow. How do you feel now? How do you feel?
I feel great. I mean, I love directing. I knew I did,
and
I just wanted to do it, and it was an experiment, but I hope people love it.
Yeah.
How hard is it, though, not to sit back and watch the final product and say, oh, if I could only have done that a little different.
A million times.
A million, I'm sure.
I wanted to find somebody and go slap them, like, why did you do that?
And it's already done and sent to Rave.
Yep. But,
that's great.
I really want to thank Ray for giving this fantastic opportunity to an independent filmmaker to show our film.
That's great. And local.
Yeah,
that's
neat.
That's so cool. I love that. So it will be showing though in major cities. There are several cities across the country.
4 cities. It's limited release, and if we do well, we'll go to more screens.
Oh, that sounds.
So let's get out and let's support it this weekend at Rave.
Yeah.
And get out and see The Darkening. It's going to be cool.
Absolutely.
Oh, that sounds great. Jack, it's been great talking to you.
Thank you guys for supporting us.
Now, Jack, where can people find stuff about your movie online?
You can go to www.thedarkeningmovie.com.
Which is
a
great
site. We got a Facebook link, and we got a Twitter link, and all those things on there.
Sounds good.
Yeah, very good stuff.
And we'll be talking more about it tomorrow with Patrick Stibbs, the box officer, around this time tomorrow.
You bet.
Yes, Jack. Thanks so much.
See you, Jack.
You guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Go out and see his movie this weekend at Rave. 905 Pat and JT. Keep it here.